I am addicted to Absolum. I wasn't prepared to how much fun I was about to have with this delightful mix of roguelite and beat 'em up, and I certainly wasn't prepared to how this game can be deep with its mechanics when compared to others like it. So here are 10 things I wish I knew before I started Absolum. Number 1. Explore. There are many branching paths in Absolum. The different paths all lead to different rewards, bosses, quests, and even unlocks. Make sure to explore the map because there may be not so obvious paths and secrets on your way to the next screen. For example, in the very first area, there are 3 paths you can take. One leads to a beach, the other one to a forest, and the final one, secret, related to a quest, to inside a cave. Tip number 2. Secret item room. Right at the start of the game, in your hub area, there's a slightly hidden room that you can see every item that you have previously collected, and for a price you may start a new run already holding that item. This is a great feature to get a head start on your endgame runs. Since the currency used to start with the item is the same one used for meta progression, I really recommend you save this for after you already have all the upgrades, since this can be really expensive compared to the other basic upgrades. Secret cat. Whenever you see this little cat-like animal in the background, pay extra attention to your surroundings because it is guaranteed to have a secret in the area. Keep your eyes open. Number 4. Talk to the NPCs. Talk to everyone you meet. Sometimes an NPC will give you a quest that might lead you to a whole new path and unlocks. You may encounter NPCs in places where they weren't before, or they'll have new dialogue options after progressing a little bit through the game. Even your own playable characters will give you quests when you talk to them on the fireplace at the hub area, so make sure to change characters often to check if they have new dialogue and quests for you. 5. Upgrades. Like many roguelites, you have a few meta progression options in Absolum. Most of them are related to 3 NPCs. You may be accumulating a certain resource and you don't know what to do with it, which will most likely be the imbued fruit. Don't worry, by the time you reach the second island, very early on, you probably have unlocked all the 3 main progression characters already. What should you upgrade? Well, the most important things to upgrade are Mother's Grace, which is essentially extra lives. The most crucial resource in the game, and at this time, it's absolutely required to beat the final boss. You need extra lives to beat the final boss because it has a one-hit KO move. I hope this gets changed in the future. Followed by the Heartroot upgrades, which are the resting spots which refill a little bit of your health. Then you should focus on health and damage upgrades. Don't really focus on the mount upgrades much, because while mounts can be quite powerful, the upgrades are only really useful and properly viable once you get them all. Leave them for last. Number 6. Character differences. As of now, we have 4 playable characters. We start with 2, and then you can unlock the other 2 as you progress through the story. You should try them all to see which one you like the best, and even though they are very viable, they have slight gameplay differences. For example, Cor the Dwarf has very fast and powerful combos with a very easy to use skill that allows you to clash or parry attacks, but he has very bad air combo capabilities. Cider works like an assassin. She's fast with long and powerful combos, but it's very weird to use her skill to clash and parry. Brom the Frog is the mage of the bunch, with a lot of different arcana abilities, allowing for very interesting builds and attack combinations, and can even float while holding the jump button. Galandra the Elf is very well balanced and can do a little bit of everything. All of them are powerful and viable, but require a little bit of a different approach to combat. Extra challenge. Once you defeat the Sun King for the first time, you unlock an extra difficulty layer. Stronger enemies will appear, and enemies from different areas will also appear where they shouldn't, really mixing the challenge up. However, if you feel like this is a little bit too much, you can come to this area in the hub, talk to this NPC, and revert to this change whenever you want. Difficulty options. When you pause the game, there's an assist mode. This assist mode allows you to change the difficulty as much as you want. You can tweak the damage levels to make you deal up to 5 times more damage if you like, or reduce enemy damage to even make yourself immortal. Just remember, you cannot do this while playing online. However, this will not affect trophies or achievements if you actually worry about that. Or hell, you can make things harder for you if you want to. Wanna receive double damage? Wanna deal half damage? Go for it. Clash, dodge, and deflect. The game has basically 3 forms of defense. Dodge is the most simple one. You dash up or down when an enemy attacks, and just by pressing attack, you immediately retaliate and punish. Deflect is the one I use the most. Instead of dashing out of the way, you dash into the attack, and your character will do a little block animation. This is pretty much a block and allows you to attack and punish your enemy. Clash is the hardest one to do. You need to press your heavy attack or skill attack, as the game likes to call it, and if your skill attack and the enemy's attack both hit at the same time, it works like a parry, stunning the enemy and giving you a huge opportunity to dish out some heavy damage. Be sure to practice this on the hub area. Each character has a different skill attack, making the timings and range quite different between them. Repetitive and overpressure. The game has a system in place that rewards you for mixing up attacks. If you do the same move over and over, you reach a repetitive status on the enemy, triggering an animation that will make the enemy fall back and interrupt your combo. Overpressure works like a stun. After dealing a lot of damage, the enemy will take more damage in a short period. This is mostly important against bosses and stronger enemies. So be sure to mix up your combos and defensive options if you want to optimize your damage as much as possible. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. If you found any of these tips to be useful, please consider liking and subscribing for more content like this. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.